What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the Las Vegas Raiders and these guys defending their home turf. It's one of the happiest moments for any football fan. Welcome back, friends. A new season is officially underway. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Raiders take over first down. They're on the 29-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. And send a receiver left. First tone of the game for James Cook. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
And 7.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Stroud off the play fake. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure, earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. They kick the running back in motion. Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. Oh, missed that one, and he knew it. Put it behind his guy, and now it's 4th down. So an 0-2 start to the game for him, Brock, and not surprisingly, his team headed to the sideline after a 3-and-out.
I think it's going to take a few more incompletions before they start to panic, but that's far from the type of start they had planned for in this one.
And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Offense to the line. Here we go. Here's the handoff. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Junior Colson bringing an end to that play.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. He's going to throw this one. All the way left side. He's taken down just a couple yards shy of the 40. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Running it now out of the gun. And he's going to be tackled after a pickup of about 5 here. 2nd down.
With all these collisions these running backs take between the tackles, sure nice to get a little crease on the outside, get in that open field, and let these runners do their thing.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's right near that first down marker as the stop is made at the 48.
I'm not going to lie, I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. And the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
That's one as a running back in this league, you got to convert every time. Teams really don't care. If you're a Hall of Famer or an undrafted rookie, you can't get 1 yard for a first, they're going to start holding auditions for someone who can.
Ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Escapes the sack. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
Following the sack, needs some positive yards here. It is 2nd down and 18. Throwing now out of the shotgun. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Into a crowd and intercepted. And the Raiders will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Not the auspicious debut they'd certainly hoped for on that opening drive. The coverage, impressive, taking their first possession away with that interception.
Hey, it is tough to play a clean game in this league. Caliber defenders are awesome. You just hope that eventual missteps happen at a less meaningful moment than your opening series. You don't want to make it any harder to get your rhythm and get your passing game going.
Off the play action, here's Stroud. Catch is made in close. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
These QBs make it look easy, but that requires such a large amount of body control when you throw it on the move. You got to be able to get the same accuracy you would if your feet are set. Sure takes a lot of repetition to make it look easy.
Go heavy on this 1st and goal. 3 tight ends in the formation. Cook. Scores. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a James Cook touchdown. Well, we all knew what was coming when they got into that goal line formation, didn't we, Brock? And they just pound the rock in for an old-school touchdown.
I just sometimes love that stuff. Nothing fancy, nothing cute. Here's our formation. You know we're running right at you, and we challenge you to stop us, and you can't.
Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Raiders take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1 for 1. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Fields this one at the 3. Coverage team tracking him down as he reaches the 35.
First down and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here we go now. Time to start this drive. 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Complete right side to Washington. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. He'll look to throw. He isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming 3rd down.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected decision-making there. Coming off a pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, well, he just took his medicine.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Here he goes, 3rd and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Here comes the Black Knights punt team. And no doubt he wants to get his season started with a good one here. And this one's away and looking good. Nice angle on this one, headed towards the sideline. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. The Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10. To the air, Stroud. He's got this complete to James Cook. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. They go play action with Stroud. Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. And they scoop it up. Time to push from the line. And they'll advance it no further. They belt him as he tries bringing that fumble forward.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance.
You just get the play off. That winds up incomplete and brings an end to our opening quarter. We're through 1 quarter of this opening weekend of football. 7-0 is our score. More coming up after this quick break. Time now for the 2nd quarter. Raiders in possession. They're looking at a punt, though, facing 4th down. space past the 35. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped.
Their own 41-yard line.
First down from the 41. They'll throw to begin this drive. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Clock quick right side. Big gain, has them across the 40. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. It's a gain of 22. And that means first down.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
They'll run here on first down. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Dropping back to throw. And there, it's Malik Neighbors. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
Well, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
That run now has put them in such a great spot, Kate. You get a run like that inside the 1st and goal situations, there's a whole lot of confidence when you break the huddle.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. Gets it again. And he gets nothing here. The defense stands strong. Couldn't pick up anything. And now he brings up 3rd and goal from the 2.
I think I could see that sideline considering a challenge down there. It was close, but I think he got barely enough to escape the end zone. Another run might not be so lucky.
A big moment for them here to begin this new season. Here's 3rd and goal. Third time's the charm. He gets it again. When he gets in, touchdown. The Black Knights can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. That one right down the middle. And the Black Knights tie it up as he nails his first try of the season. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end. So the football will come back out to the 20.
20-yard line.
Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Cook. And some excellent work to drive them all the way out past the 30-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets them the first.
Well, more often than not, it's a passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Going to the ground again on first. Has room down the left sideline. And that is a touchdown. The Raiders just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. It's a James Cook touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20.
At their own 24-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Now throw to start the drive. Short pass brought in. He pushes it up across the 30 before going out.
It's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead, well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Third and 6 for them to figure out now. They'll throw, 3rd and long. Hits him on the in route. And this one doesn't go far.
You can earn your money in the NFL NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Is this clean at the 30? And a big hit on the return to stop it cold. That is our 2-minute warning. 1:56 left to go before we take a break. Don't go anywhere. More from Rio coming right up. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Stroud off of play action. Has a man downfield. It's Collins. And just after the catch, he is hit and stopped. A nice gain, though, down to the enemy 41. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
There are times a quarterback's got to be blacksmiths. When you're in the pocket, there's just a certain timing and precision. But you get outside that pocket, you got to be an artist. You got to be creative, and this guy is.
Stroud completes it quick. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
26-yard line.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. On play action, here's Stroud. Pass caught, 9-yard line. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Cook trying this one up the gut. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Huard, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Driven backward to the 11 as they line up for 2nd and goal. Throwing is Stroud. There's a screen for Cook. Touchdown, Vegas. The Raiders grow their lead just before halftime. It's a James Cook touchdown. His 3rd total score in this game. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the 1st half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
That one splits the uprights. And the Raiders double their lead to 14. Aubrey now to kick this one away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
They'll take over. 1st down and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left. They'll throw it here on 1st. Puts a man under it deep down the middle. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Benjamin Morrison comes up with it. And the Raiders will have a shot at least a field goal here. Maybe the end zone after that return.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
1st down, Stroud. Pulled in by his back, Cook. And he's tackled for a short gain. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Middle of the field, and he's got Shaheed. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. Timeout called by the offense, and with another timeout available, they could actually get another 2 plays if they work quick.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Raiders first down.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. And he's got it! That's a way out for it, but touchdown! The Raiders get more points to end a lopsided first half. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. Fields the hard squib kick. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. All set to go now from the 35. Not deterred by that kick. He's thrown again. Catch made left side by Laporta. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Second and manageable. He's throwing. That's Laporta again. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. And the double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Going to try and throw it here. Into traffic, complete! And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
I'll say this, Kate, this quarterback's got some courage right there. He throws it into double coverage, and he's got a guy there in coverage who's already picked him off, and he don't care. Kind of like that gunslinging attitude, but you better be careful the next time around.
2nd and 6 coming up here. He's going to throw it again. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these, and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. Throw left side, caught by Neighbors. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. Gain of 15 there. And that gives him a 1st down.
Move the chains! Got to beat them chains. Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
At the 33-yard line.
First down now, ball at the 33. Toss now to the short side. And they're going to be humbled here on first down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. Their dominance against this ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number one is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
They break the huddle. It's second down now. Throwing from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Play number 8 of this drive, and it's 8 that they need here on third down. Throw here, third down. Has him on the quick hitter. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's a money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
They keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10. They're going to throw out of the gun. Finds Laporta. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just enough to throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
In the huddle, here's first and goal. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts, as that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. This offense in position now. It's first and goal. Hand it off to the back. And he barrels across for the touchdown. The Black Knights cut into the lead coming out of halftime. He broke the tackle he needed to, Brock. And how about that effort then to keep it going and eventually reach that end zone?
Yeah, that's awesome on the offensive side. Defensively, not every missed tackle is the same. It may be on a stat sheet, but sometimes that help to finish a play isn't arriving quick enough, and you're the only one, the last line of defense. And in that moment, you got to scratch, you got to claw, you got to tear to make the stop, because a broken tackle, well, can mean a touchdown.
Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. Shaheed now to return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10. Stroud off the play fake. Pressure coming, and they take him down. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
We call play action. Would have been better to actually give it to him on a carry right there, Kate. The front was fooled for about a split second, if that. That play call ended up working in their favor as it leads to a sack.
After the sack, let's see what the offense does here. 2nd and 18 coming up. Here's Stroud. Setting up the screen. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Third down, line to gain, 9 yards out. They've got a man in motion. Collins, the receiver, in motion left. Play clock down to 3, and we've got a timeout call. And they'll likely be very protecting of the only one they've got remaining. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Man in motion here. Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Nico Collins, the intended target. So that brings up 4th and long. Las Vegas sends out the punt team. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
At their own 29-yard line.
They're out and set. Here we go, 1st and 10. Now throw to start the drive. Short pass brought in. And he didn't get much time to secure it as he takes a shot. Good job to even hang on through that catch there.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
2nd down, looking for options. Completed over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
A 7-yard gain. And a real.
We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. First and 10 from the 43. I'll throw it. Fits it through the middle. And he's sent out right after he makes that catch at the 40-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that is good for a 1st down. Throwing it again here. Laporta with the grab. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. He'll get 16 yards on that play. And they're going to have a first down now.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Picking himself back up after this. They're set backwards on 1st down. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
All right, a couple yards to make up, Brock. Time to rediscover the magic on this drive. Here's 2nd and 12. To throw now. He's got it in the red zone. Got some room to work. And he will take this in. Touchdown. The Black Knights now within 1 score in the 4th. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skilled player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards as a catch.
That one right down the middle. And the Black Knights chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Brings it in at the 13. A nice run back, but what a hit we had at the end of it. First and 10 from the 32. Enough from the pistol to Cook. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. 2nd down.
While that run may not move the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. It sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Here's Stroud now. It's his running back. And it'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Give him 8 on that one. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Slot man motioned over. First down throw by Stroud. Escapes the pocket. They did it! He made the interception! And the Black Knights have some new life in the 4th.
Not just a bad decision, frankly. It really is a quarterback in this moment of the game. You got to know it's not a time to take a risk. Cannot be throwing out life preservers and giving that other team, your opponent, a chance like he just did.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. They go play action on first down. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Bronk. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's 2nd and 10. Pass play coming here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. He's back to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Tendencies tend to show themselves, Kate, and really come to life on 3rd downs. They want to go to their best receiver. Defense knows it. They know that tendency. They double it, and they make the play.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. Pass is brought in by Laporta. He's taken down as he takes this to the 38. They come through massive gain there on 4th down, give him 24 yards, and most importantly, that 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. They are throwing it again into the hands of Neighbors. And they take him down right along the 30.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Thrown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they are set up excellently. This is down to the 18. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got 1st and 10. Looking in the air here. Setting up the running back screen. And this is down all the way to the 3. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the 1st, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's 1st and goal. Play clock getting close to 0. We get a timeout. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first. Give now to the running back. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Black Knights cut it to a point late in this one. On for the PAT and a make would tie us up late. And everyone can breathe easier now. His try is good, and they found a way to tie it late in the 4th. After tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Shaheed now to return. He's stopped on the run back at the 27.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Pistol formation here first as they come to the line. They look to throw it. Gets it to his fullback. He is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that 1st down. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
To the line for a new set of downs. Only a lone timeout at their disposal. Setting up to pass. Here's a screen for Cook. Breaks a tackle. He's still going. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Raiders moving quickly, trying to get set as the clock continues to run.
At the 46-yard line.
Back to throw. Completed to his running back. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Now the Raiders using the last of their timeouts. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Time not on their side here as they get set for 1st down. No timeouts remaining either. Here he is to throw. Pulled in by his back. Cook. And all he can do is get back to the line on that effort, so no gain on 1st down.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Putting a receiver in motion. Throwing again, it's Stroud. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left. Took his shot at 6 that time. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Everything now resting on this try from Brandon Aubrey. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. So a timeout's taken, just 5 seconds left. And after the pause, we're going to see our last play of the game. Now it all comes down to the veteran, confidently marching out for this moment. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. It has enough leg, and it's good from deep. And barring the unexpected, that's going to be your game winner.
Okay, remember when Sebastian Janikowski was taken to the first round by the Raiders? It was because he could make kicks of this distance. Today, boy, we see kickers seemingly every week getting this job done. Doesn't in any way minimize the accomplishment.
So no return this time. This is going to go for a touchback, Brock. Let's see what they do with this final snap.
At their own 20-yard line.
Offense emptying the backfield as they come up here. 1st and 10. One final shot here. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So it's a road win for the Raiders in this one. And they're one of the fortunate teams to begin the season with a 1-0 record. So far.